Hi, this is Jebastin here. I am heading the operations in Grace Supermarket here. So I'm handling the IT and replenishment supply chain process here. So we have 28 outlets in Chennai. So out of that, 15 outlets are of the bigger format, say 10 to 12,000 square feet, those bigger format outlets, and another 13 outlets are smaller size, say around 2,000 square feet. So we have a centralized purchase model where we are buying all the products in one place at our warehouse that is of 60,000 square feet size. So from there we are supplying to the stores every day. So we use three modes of supplies. One is flow through model where the stock will come on the same day and get dispatched from the warehouse on the day itself. And another is a put away model where we used to get the articles every week and supply to the store every day. So we keep stock of the products in our warehouse for 7 to 8 days. And another model is a direct store supply where the supplier will be issued with the PO and he will be supplying to our store directly. So these are the three modes we were using. We are using. Previously, we used to do a lot of manual things. So now we started using, after we started using most of the things got automated. I'll tell you the journey. First we started with the individual store supplies in 2000 till 2014. We were doing the store managers in the store used to give the orders. At that time we had 12 stores, so they used to give the orders and they will receive the goods. The payment will be made centralized. We used to do the payment centralized way. Then comes our warehouse. So we started our warehouse operation. In that time, we entered into a new software which is GoFrugal. That supported us with the centralized consolidated purchasing and centralized PO, indenting, auto indenting process and all. Initially for auto indent process, we used to fix min-max quantity, and every month we used to fix that. And to make it dynamic, I have to review it every week. First week one min-max quantity, second week one min-max quantity. That way we work. So after that, once we started crossing 20 stores, we were not able to do that manual process because it depends on people. One guy used to do that everything, and one mistake will spoil the total replenishment cycle. So then we were looking for some artificial intelligence ML based solution, and then came AI. The implementation, since we are using GoFrugal, the implementation is very simple. Within a week or two, we got the implementation done. Because our master is very clean. Since we are into centralized model, we were able to maintain our master very cleanly with all categorizations and all, and essential data for AML to work. So after that, within a couple of weeks, we were able to onboard it. Then the issues are, the challenges we faced initially was, our store mantra is keeping more and sell more. In modern trade, people used to say, what you sell, keep it there, that's enough. But ours is, if a product is selling 3 pieces, we will not keep 3 pieces. We will keep 12 pieces so that the counter will look good. So in some products, we used to keep 30 days stock. For some products, we used to give 60 days stock. Some products we used to give 10 days stock. So which is the ideal number of days for a weekly supply. So in those areas, the presentation stock issue we faced. Then some malware intervention by fixing the number of holding days vis-a-vis categories. Items are classified into A, B, C, X. So based on that, we used to categorize those items and keep the number of days as per it. So for A category, I used to keep 10 to 12 days like that. For X, which are slow movers, we used to keep more stocks to look it good in the counters. So we used to keep at max 40-45 days stocks in that category. So this way we work, and the store replenishment part got over, and the team is very good at handling those. If I'm raising an issue or giving a use case, they are able to do it in a week or max in a month. So for example, capturing the extra margins you are getting for a particular product, or replacing, for example, a SKU A will be supplied, then suddenly the vendor stops supplying A, and the same replacement, the replacement SKU will be launched. So mapping that SKU with A sales with B to start the replenishment again in the right way. So those features and everything, say a lot of other features, say for example, margin watch, and other things, the fill rate analysis, communication to the vendors, the supplier wall, where the vendor is shared the link to access the supplier, their metrics, their fill rates, their POs, their holding stocks and everything. So very useful, and we are extensively using that. And the communication automation is also a major area where we reduce the manpower. Say previously, what is like, say a person will download the PO and send it to you, send it to the supplier. Say he may forget to send the PO, then the supplier will call us and ask for the PO. Now it's automated, then it will automatically go to the supplier based on the schedule. So those automations and all reduce the manpower. Say for new store opening, previously, say I involved in this company for at least 17 stores opening. So we opened 8 stores without I and 7 stores with I. So for the initial 8 stores, what we used to do is we used to do a lot of calculation based on the targeted store, reference store, area and all. And the number of SKUs we need to keep, the size of the store and everything. We used to do a lot of manual calculation and fix the MBQ based on that, and we issue a PO separately. So my supply chain, my warehouse used to handle double the volume. Double the volume means double the number of SKUs. For example, if a supplier is supplying me 100 SKUs, for all the 27 outlets I will be issuing a separate PO, and for the new outlet I will be issuing another separate PO. So the supply chain is forced to handle 200 items at a time. So we used to face a lot of manpower issue, mistakes while receiving and all. Then after I came, say what we are doing right now is just pick a store of same reference, say same size, locality and customer base, then map it with the new store. So based on the reference store, we keep the number of days for, say for example, put away articles so many days, flow through so many days, DSD so many days. Then the PO got automatically raised. And what's the beauty is, say in the same PO, on a single PO, this quantity will get added, and then the allocation on a single PO we will get the quantity, and the allocation is done on a single go. So what this made was that in supply chain, instead of 200 articles, they are able to handle 100 articles. So that issue is solved. The next thing is the manual calculation, the manual error and all solved. Another important thing is, say we fix the quantity, but after opening the store, based on the store performance, we have to change that. So in manual thing, it will take at least 6 months for to act on it. But the I is able to act in couple of months. Say based on the sale, improvement in sale, it will immediately increase the quantity. Immediately, the next week itself, it started increasing the quantity. If it is a low sale, after say within 3 months, it will analyze it and then it will reduce the quantity we are sending to the store. In that way, say my inventory cost was optimized, and my fill rate to the store, the service to the customer. Because say if a sale is improving, then I have to manually adjust it, but we were doing it after 6 months only, after reviewing after 6 months only. Now the I is acting on immediately, and the next week itself, say if I am sending a new store, if I am sending 20 pieces of particular SKUs and it got sold in the third day itself, the next time I will automatically increase the quantity and send 40 pieces for the next week. So based in that way, say I'm able to get more sales from new stores, and immediate pickup is happening there. So in certain stores where we thought the sales would be very less, so we kept a lower stock and all. Suddenly, say the store unexpectedly started picking up, and with the help of I, say within 3-4 months we went up by 50 to 60% sales what we expected from the new store. So this type of dynamic change in the holding stock, that is very important. So can be done. And as far as new store opening is concerned, it's like a cakewalk. Say I never worried about that. The only thing is I have to select the correct reference store. So once it's done, it will automatically push the required indents in the PO, and you will get the stock. The major part where we reduce the manpower is analytics. Analytics, previously we used to download in Excel, VLOOKUPs, pivots and other things we used to do, and charts and all, we used to do that. Now a question with the eye, say sales and purchase for a particular name, then we have to choose the brand or subcategory, whatever. It will show you that. There you can get it. Otherwise, the daily news page where we used to get all the data in one page based on the data available. So it will show you the lot of metrics here, which is very useful for you. And the warehouse excellence, service excellence report, where we can find the efficiency of the warehouse, the stockouts report, the articles to audit report, where some anomalies with the stocks mismatch is there. This is very useful. Say the articles to audit report is very much useful for us, because say due to pilferage and all, we used to face stockouts. Being a chain of stores and having the 365 days business, we are not able to do full stock take, where we used to use this articles to audit report and send it to the store. There we will do the perpetual audit and write off or correct anomalies there in the system. So say the scope is endless. It's up to the person who is using it, or to the team which is using that, and understanding of the people. Say since we are a chain of supermarket, so we have very high level of usage with I. Say the customer insight is the only one thing they are building it, and also we are not also capturing the data. Now we started capturing the data, and also we are seeing that in reports. Say the number of people repeatedly coming to the stores, number of people repeatedly buying a particular product, a particular category, where the month on month or year on year the drop is there, vis-a-vis the sale, quantity, volume, and with respect to the customers also. Say we are getting the reports. So those insights are very much useful for us to act proactively and analyze the trend. If it is with the general trend, okay, we will leave it. But if it is some abnormal variations are there, then we'll act upon it and correct it. So in that way, it is very useful for us to act immediately. Say for example, within a month we can identify some the major issues happening with us. For example, with our pricing or with our supply chain, with the fill rate or availability of a particular product. For example, say last month we had an issue. Oven, there is no supply. Ghee. We thought, okay, we can replace the oven with other brands of ghee, but still people didn't buy ghee from our store. So there is a huge drop in ghee sales in terms of volume, value, and number of customers picking also. So that we analyzed, and say we are trying to correct that. In that way, this is one of the case. In that way, a lot of cases are there. We can find issues and alterate your purchasing and your supplier things. And as far as say currently the trend is very dynamic, so market is every day evolving. So these types of insights will give you the trend also. Say by way of fundamental analysis, so you can understand it, say certain things, but you have to evaluate with the technical things which is the eye is showing through raw data. So these technicals and fundamentals can give the correct output of what is going on in the market. So since it's very dynamic, post-COVID, the huge variations are there. Say initially revenge consumption was happening, now sedated consumption is happening. So things are changing very frequently. So based on that, you can manage your inventory, your ROA and everything. So in that way, yes, for retail, it's a total solution for everyone, as far as supply chain and managing the businesses, because everything based on supply chain. As far as supermarket business, that too with the self-service business, where you are not able to, where the buying decision maker is not able to interact with the persons who are buying, where there is very less interaction between the buyer and the seller. So there, a tool like I can help you in a big way. Market is also a little bit on the weaker side now as far as retail, since the inflation is going up. the consumption is also getting reduced. So there, then you have to find alternatives also, one for the other. There also you can find some reasons, the issues with the supply chain or product selection or product mix availability and the trend in buying pattern and everything. You can alter your purchase model. So as far as dive for a bigger business, say for us, is very useful. Say wherever a person is willing to automate things, it can be done very easily and very effectively at a very reasonable cost. That is very, very important, because say AML related solutions are there, but those are all very highly priced, and say even though we have multiple chain of supermarkets, in retail the margins are very thin, so that need to be taken into account. So previously when AML is there for 10-12 years, it's there, but now people are coming with, say, like dye team, like Delium technologies, people are coming up with solutions, but this is a refined one. Say we are using it for almost 4.5 years, right? See, first year, okay, little bit raw, and second year refined, and it's like now it's like a Mercedes Benz, the 100% refined, and now it is exciting us with new releases and new data. It's throwing new insights and everything. So all our needs are as far as supply chain automation and analytics is concerned, we are mostly covered. Only thing is customer insights, that is pending, because we are not collecting the data in all the outlets. So on a trial basis, we started collecting in 2 outlets. There we are able to see the results, and it is encouraging us to collect in all the other outlets. And as far as inventory management is concerned, yes, we can play along. Say for example, if I want to pump more stock, so for example in year end, if I want to pump more stock to show the closing stock on the higher side, I can pump the stock with a small tune-up. That too, unwanted dumping of stocks. And if I want to reduce my working capital, I can pull the plug slightly. Say for example, instead of keeping 12-15 days stock in A category, I can put 10 days. Even though still it is enough to serve the customer. The only thing is the presentation would be less. That's not an issue. So we can play along that. Say for example, if my management wants me to reduce the holding stock a couple of crores, I can immediately do it. I can immediately do the changes. It's all based on the values there. You can alter the rounding off to the supply UAM. And a couple of weeks back we had that. Year end we did that for reducing the holding stock. In the year end we did that. And for first week sales, I was able to push the stocks immediately. For 10 days I reduced the quantity, and then after the 10 days we started pushing the stocks. So in that way you can play around. And one more thing is companies, brands will come up with visibility proposals. They will invest 20,000 for an end cap and all. So previously what we do is we manually calculate it and send the stock. It will take a lot of time. For example, we have 28 stores. So if a guy is giving a proposal for 10 stores, that too for particular set of SKUs, then I have to download the SKUs, then number of days and all those calculations. It will take at least half an hour to 1 hour for a person to do that correctly. Now what I will do is I will filter the SKUs along with the stores and then put the values there. I will generate one PO. If the PO is of the higher value, then I can reduce it. Within a minute, the calculations will come, and I will reduce the quantities with respect to the number of days, or increase it if the supplier wants more PO. So everything is based on number of days. So what will happen? What will help you is you can reduce the dumping of the stock. For example, a company is coming to us and I'm putting 60 days stock, means it will send only the 60 days stocks Beyond that, it will not be there. So since the guy is investing us, we can give 60 days stock. But while doing manually, if a guy suddenly gives, say, 10-15 cases extra means, then it will held up. Say, we had experience. We had experience of returning the stocks after the visibility got over. Now we never face that issue. After using this ad hoc feature in I, we never face that issue because it's all based on the number of days we are giving. So the returning of articles once the visibility is over never happened with us for the past 2 years. Yes, we started using the ad hoc for the past couple of years and we never faced that issue. So for a self-service supermarket point of view, this is and that too for a centralized purchase. From my side, say I'm doing a centralized purchase module, so this is one of the best solutions available, best and frugal solution, I would say. Say you should not waste energy or money in this solutions. That's all. So available in the market, you can go for it.